Hello, good evening, welcome back to the Spider's Web once more. Yes, we want to be doing another unboxing video. This is the second game that I bought from the Games Club, or from Grimtree Games at the Game Club on his monthly visit. This is the, I'm not sure if it's the third or the fourth title from Wizard of the Coast's Dungeon Command series, based around the Dungeons & Dragons games. I know they seem to release two at a time, and there was oh, I can't remember what they were called, Sting of Lolth, which was a Drought based game, and then there was one that they did alongside that one, Heart of Cormyr I think it was called, and that was sort of like hero figures in that one. They've also done a goblin one. I can't remember what that one's called, but the one I bought is this one. It's Curse of Undeath. This in itself is just one player. You could stretch it to two players, but it's basically a faction pack for one player, and the other game, oh, what was it, something, Tyranny of Goblins it's called. You use that along with this to make it a two-player game, but as I said, you can, I suppose, split the figures in this into two different factions and play a smaller game with one other person. From what I've been told about these, if you get off, there's only 4 games been released as yet. If you put all 4 together, they will make a 4-player game. So without further ado, let's adjust the position of the camera, get this opened, and let you see what's inside. Okay, here we go. This is a better picture of a better view of the front of the box. What I'm going to do is open this carefully, because this doesn't open like normal boxes. This is, I think they call it a lunchbox design. You'll see what I mean in a second if you haven't already seen this. I'm not an expert in Dungeons & Dragons games. The only Dungeons & Dragons experience I have is playing the board games Castle Ravenloft, Wrath of Ashardalon and Legend of Drizzt. So on those ones you get your figures, they're all unpainted. In these ones, however, the figures are all pre-painted to various degrees of quite niceness. Okay, so that's what I mean by lunchbox style. It just opens and it's hinged. So first of all we get the rule book, which is 15 pages long. It gives you all the obviously need to know stuff, from setting up the game to how you play it, and then you get, these are the ones I've actually played, except for Conquest of Narath and Lords of Waterdeep. I played 2 missions of this earlier tonight at the Games Club. I have those 3 games, excellent, love them to bits. Right, next we have your leadership, leader characters. The first one you get is Delthrin Everett, and then you get Morgana Vonestova, and these are your leadership and morale points. I've only played this once with the previous 2 games. I'm not sure, I need to play them a few more times to actually get into it, but so you've got the main pieces and you've got 2 end pieces. Let's just put together, and then you got your figures all in your nice moulded package. Got a skeleton warrior there, what does it say? So yes, warrior skeleton. Not a bad guess to start off with. You get 2 of those. And you get a vampire stalker. You may be. Yes. And then you get a zombie. You get 2 of those. You tell what they are because it says underneath. You might be able to just work out what I will do at some point is actually show you what I've done with my painting of the figures in comparison to what these are like. Skeleton Lancer, yeah, with a very bendy lance. They're not absolutely brilliant, these models, very rubbery. You can actually squeeze them, they're very soft and bendable. I suppose it stops them getting too brittle and breaking in transit, but I don't know. What's this? A grave hound, like a zombie dog. I mean, the quality of the paintwork on these are mediocre at best. This doesn't look too bad. The skeleton tomb guardian, that doesn't look too atrocious, but that's about the most acceptable one probably in the whole set. Who have we got here? This is Leech Necromancer. Part see-through, part painted. Once I say see-through, it's like a clear blue plastic the base is made out of. And next we have some blue-faced dude who is a disciple of Kyos. Whatever Kyos is, I don't know. I don't even know whether I'm pronouncing the word right, but as I said, I'm not an aficionado of Dungeons and Dragons, apart from, as I said, the board games. Didn't even bother with that one, did they? Yeah, this is a Hypnotic Spirit. Yeah, I'll show you mine when I get my models out. And a Dragoleech, a zombie dragon. Well, it's not a zombie dragon, it's an undead dragon. Nice pose, nice model. The painting's a bit, mind you, I suppose it's like a skeleton with leather wings, but if the rock doesn't look fantastic, it's just painted. That's that. Next we have cards. Now this is where the roaming knife comes in handy, but gently go down the edge so I don't damage any of the cards. You will see in a second. That's what the cards look like in this game. You also get these cards, and these cards are used in the board games. These are extra. These allow you to play these figures in say Castle Ravenloft. So these cards can be taken out of there, thrown to one side, popped in with the board games, and these type of cards are the ones that we use. Lovely detail in the pictures. I like the pictures. It's such a pity the models seem to let it down. Okay, so that's that. Got the cards. We've seen the figures. Is there any more, you ask? Yes, there is. Underneath we have one single board with tokens. Treasure tokens. I would say these are coins. I can't quite remember what these are, and these go on the where are they? These ones you punch out the hole in the middle and they sit over these, showing the number in the middle of the hole, and then you can move them up or down as the game progresses. So that is Curse of Undeath from Wizards of the Coast, and it's a Dungeon Command game. If you're interested, I will just get into my box over here. I have a Sting of Lolth. I'll show you this now. This, I say, is the Drow version. Has been used, has been played once. This was well before Christmas. It was in fact shortly after it came out, so I don't know whether it was middle summer. I've laminated the commander cards. So Alexandra Malistros and Kalteros the Sellsword. Again, you get your edge pieces, double-sided, outside and in dungeon. There you go. Ooh. The cards I've placed in card wallets. I think what I'll probably end up doing is taking them out of the card wallets and not using them. I think the card wallets just are beginning to annoy me, because every time I get a pack of card wallets, they're supposed to be the same size and they're always different. There's either a very long overhang on these, or they just fit nicely. And they're a pain. Because I don't have much of a grip, I tend to drop them as I'm shuffling. There's a bag with all the tokens in, and there, as you see, I'll show you what I meant when I was talking about these earlier. You would get, in this case, a blue and a yellow indicator. So you'd put one on there and one on there to start, and they would go, depending on what happens in the game, you would move them up or down, and they basically track your morale and your leadership value. So that's that. Now for the these are your, this is all your treasure, what you can find in, if I remember rightly, this is all the treasure you can find in the treasure chest pieces. So what do we have on? We have a giant spider. Yeah, right, what a cartoony look do you want? I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with the figures at all. You know, that's just blue. That's, yeah, That's just blue with white teeth and red eyes. There's no... what is that anyway? That's a Shadow Mastiff. That one, you get one of those. You get one giant spider. And this is a Demon Web Spider. You get 2 of these. Yeah. Again, as I said, not brilliant, This is your Drow Assassin. Yeah, okay, they've got black faces and white hair, but you could have at least made an effort to bring out the different details of the faces a little bit more. And I know they're probably just manufactured and just painted to get them out, but you know, if you're going to do it like that, do some decent figures and give us the opportunity to paint them ourselves, like you did with the board games. This is a Drought Wizard. You know, there's absolutely, it's just flat paintwork. Oh dear. Who's this? Stroh Blademaster. It's just flat, there's no highlighting, no detailing, nothing in it. It's just as though it's a half-assed job. And I don't like playing with pieces like this. If I was playing this, I'd probably use my own figures from my Legend of Drizzt game. I mean, this is the Straw Priestess. You look, there's absolutely no detailing going on in that face at all, none whatsoever. And then we have 2 Drow Houseguard. Yeah, that red is supposed to be blood on the blade. Yeah, right. That was, you know, you can tell I'm not a big fan of the paintwork, can't you? This is a Drider, which is a spider drow. Not matter what's the word I'm looking for. Hybrid. It's like the centaurs of half man, half horse, bull, whatever. This is half dark elf, half spider. And this is the Umber Hulk. This I'm quite impressed with the paintwork on. I think it's supposed to look metallic. It looks metallic. The face leaves a little bit to be desired, but not too keen on the eyes. It's still flat, but it looks more better. A little bit of effort wouldn't go amiss. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, all the treasure tokens. Oops, the treasure tokens are underneath. I'll just drop something. I don't know what, but I'll pick it up in a second. Yeah, I found it. There we go. So that's Sting of Lolth. I mean, I don't want to put anybody off buying the game. You may enjoy playing the game. The figures and the states the figures that are painted may not be an issue for you. You know, if you get the game, you enjoy playing the game, fair play. You know, that's all really the simple. But for me, as I keep saying, I'm not the world's best figure painter. I don't claim to be, and I don't aspire to be. And oops, you've noticed there wasn't a rule book in this. I actually lent it to somebody ages ago, but the same rules apply. It's basically the same rules for each game, no difference. The only difference is the pictures that's inside. It shows the it shows you the images from that particular race that the faction that you've of the box. So this is the Heart of Cormyr. Again, you've got the advertising bump for it, and you've got there's two in this one. One's from Sting of Lolth. Yeah, so you've got the for this. It's just the pictures inside that are any different. All the wording is exactly the same. So in this, the two leaders, Valna Trueblade and Rinsira the Olurthon, whatever that means. Again, 4 pieces of jigsaw cuts, playing boards. Again, both sides, one side from a dungeon, the other side is an exterior as though playing on the field. You've also got the cards, I've changed some around because some are actually warrior cards and the rest are event cards. The cards that go into the board game I've taken out of both sets, which is why you don't see them here. They are they are already in my board games, so that's why they aren't here. Right, what do we have here? A half orc thug, chopper with the crossbow. Yeah, so you get one of him. I think this is an elf. So, no, it's not. It's a human ranger. Again, I'm going to have to get these out and show you the ones that I've done in comparison to the ones in here that are painted, and you'll see a big difference. I don't have all the exact same models, but the ones that I have, I can compare. And this is a Dwarf Cleric. These aren't too badly painted, I suppose. From what I've seen so far, these are the best ones, painted wise, but still a little boring. Yeah, this is a Dragon Knight. One of them. So you get 2 of these, and these are Dwarven Defenders. Big axe, big shield, armour, and at least they made an effort to distinguish the different parts of the armour, which is more than could be said for the other games. These could be the elves. Oops. Are they elf archers? Elf archer, yep. Again, back to the flat paintwork. I've not gone for that one particular because I wanted to tell you something about that one. This must be a halfling. A halfling sneak. Bilbo Baggins. Oh, there he is. Well, at least looking at this, the camera is actually recognising there is a face there, so I suppose it does do what it's supposed to be doing. This is one of the nicer models of painted work. This is a Earth Guardian. This isn't too bad. This is the one that I think is the nicest model that's painted. But again, it's not one that I would be happy with if I'd have painted it myself. And this is a Copper Dragon. Again, this one much better painted. Why couldn't they do all the figures to this quality? I may have been a bit happy with them. This one is the one that I put back as I was going to get out of the box. This one I've had to do something with, because the face and the hair looked absolutely awful. It was too white. I've put a brown wash on over this to dull it down a touch. The hair was just white. The face was that flat skin tone, and the eyes, as you can see there, are white. And it just looked as though, I don't know what it looked as though it was. It was just those white eyes. There's no effort made to put pupils in there. It just looked too stark. So, as I said, I put a brown wash over it, and it seems to have dulled it down. I don't think there's anything more underneath here, because I think I put all the tokens and everything in the Sting of Lolth set. I did, there's nothing under there. So, there's the Dungeon Command sets that I've got so far. I think next month, well, later on this month, or the next time that Mark from Grimtree Games is down, I think I'll be putting an order in for the last game that I don't have, which is Tyranny of Goblins. So, whilst I'm done, hope you liked the video. Until next time, God bless, take care, bye for now.